up, YouTube? I've been going to the gun range consistently for about a year or so now, and I was just like everybody else. I want to take things a little bit more serious because there's a lot more on the line than just going to the range and just shooting at a piece of paper for fun. So this is the first installment of Becoming a Marksman, and today I can tell you that it was not a good day. A lot of the things that I've learned over the years to become a better shooter, and not only a better shooter, but a more accurate shooter and a more composed shooter. I want to apply a lot of the things that I learned, a lot of the things that I researched. Eventually, I want to, compete in a couple matches. I know there's one place in the south suburbs of Chicago that has matches at least once a month, maybe twice a month, but once a month at Eagle. But today was the first day to where I want to legit take things serious. So what I did was I went to get my targets from one place, and then I went to go use my range time where I have a membership, which is at Range USA. And it used to be called Point Blank, but I get my range time at Range USA. I'm a member. One of the things I did as soon as I took my station and got my lane at the range was put my target to 10 yards, and I was going to test three things today. Shooting with both eyes open, then shooting for accuracy, that's hitting the target in the middle, pretty much having my pistol from the low ready. And I learned a lot about today's session at the range. Things I already knew, but I learned things that are very, very, very important if I plan on Becoming a Marksman series. Number one, this was my firearm of choice. This is my third ever firearm, but this is my third. This is my Glock 19, my standard Glock 19, Generation 5. But as you can see, I have a Bushnell red dot sight. If you know about Bushnell, you know this is pretty much the entry level red dot sight. But what happened is I have my sight adapted on top of my slide. So what that means is my slide is not milled, it has not been cut, it's not the MOS version to where you find the footprint for your red dot and it just sits flush alongside your front sight. Nope, this bad boy sits way higher. Like this bad boy has a nice big booty on the back, so it's kind of hard to place my shots looking at the red dot knowing my barrel is pretty much an inch and a half lower, maybe inch and a half lower than what it actually is. So when I'm firing and when I'm aiming, I try to compensate for that. I know my sight is up high, so I always aim a little bit higher, so then that way I know my shots will place low and on target. When I shot with both eyes open, I looked at the front sight and not the red dot sight. I mean, that just makes a lot more sense. One thing I learned today was all of my shots pretty much landed in this southwest region. I'm squeezing my fingertips a little bit too much. One thing I'm gonna change going forward in this series and going forward on becoming more accurate as a marksman is that I cannot use my Glock 19. It's just not set up for me to be as accurate as possible. This sight does not set me up to be as successful as I want to be. So, and that's the case, I will be taking my Glock 19 back to the gunsmith, and I will just have him remove it. Then I will save it just in case I get a different firearm that's actually cut and red dot ready. So that's what I'll save it for. But as of now, one thing I learned today is that my Glock 19 sight, it has to go. I will probably just rent, but it's different renting a firearm at the range because you don't know how often they oil it, you don't know how often the maintenance is on it, or just the overall mileage. Like, yes, firearms have mileage, and some of these parts can just get old over time if it's not really being like stripped and cleaned like effectively, which I know for a fact. I've seen some weapons in the range that have not been touched. Like, they pretty much lock them up, they put them out, and they lock them up, and then when they get tired, when they get so worn, what they do is they'll sell them. They'll sell them. I've talked to a couple of RSOs that says, yeah, we have a used Glock 19, and it was actually one of our rentals, and that's why you can see it was aggressively used. It's something that gets shot almost every day. That's one reason why I won't be really gearing towards becoming a marksman with rented guns. However, I will be renting rifles. So I will have a pistol day and then I'll have a rifle day. The way my time is set up, I probably won't be able to do both in the same session unless I have like a completely free day with no obligations. But some episodes I will be running my personal sidearms, and then some episodes I will probably be running a rifle that I'll probably rent at the range until I buy my own. So everything plays a part in becoming the marksman of my liking. Not to say that I feel like I need to compete and win a competition by the end of the year. No, I just want to make sure that for me, I want to get 1% better, and that I'm using my time at the range effectively and not just, wasting my time or wasting rounds. So welcome to my channel. If this is the first time on your channel, make sure you stick around, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Please follow me on this journey. I will be showing more and more in depth of what my day looks like, especially getting ready to go up to the range, arriving, and also just getting my mindset ready and things I'll do if I have my own rituals and things like that I'll put into place before I start shooting. So there's a lot on the line, especially when it comes to becoming a marksman, because depending on my next career path, it will play a huge part. So stick around for the next couple episodes as that unfolds, and you'll know why I'm doing this. But other than that, thank you for sticking around for the first episode. I'll see you guys next time.